Hey New York ladies, we have Marie from Miami. Marie, before surgery, what was the most thing you were unhappy with?
Well, to be honest, this is actually my second surgery. So what you did was more of like a corrective surgery for me at least. I was unhappy with the skin laxity that I had from my previous lipo 360, and this is why I sought your expertise.
What did we end up correcting specifically?
Well, aside from the skin laxity that I had in my abdominal area, also I was not happy with how big my butt is, and it's, a shock to say that because that's what everybody goes for a BBL for, but I was looking for a more slopey, natural look, and that's exactly what you gave me.
The trend is changing these days to be more athletic, not big on top.
Yeah, that's the trend that's the look I was always looking for, but I guess when I first got my BBL, it was during the, very big and bodacious trend. So,
out of curiosity, what was the discussion with your previous surgeon regarding these concerns?
I immediately after the procedure, I asked him, when will the inflammation settle in, and when will everything calm down, and how much of the fat transfer will actually stay in place. He told me 50% will, go away, but that wasn't the case in my scenario. So that's why I was really unhappy for years with, how big my butt was.
It seems that you are a bit skeptical about that experience. So what made you seek other surgeons, specifically me, and come here?
To be honest with you, I wasn't seeking out another procedure. I just saw how amazing you did with my sister. And the first time I spoke with you, it was like all intuition, honestly. I just felt very comfortable. Your confidence gave me that trust in your abilities, and I just decided to pull the trigger.
What were you scared of during our consultation?
Not much, honestly. Once again, you're rooted in your confidence as a surgeon, so I felt at ease, and you were very honest with the expectations, so you also managed my expectations, so I didn't really go in with any hesitations on my part.
Take me back to the day of the surgery. What was going on in your head?
Well, to be really honest with you, I just wanted to get it over with, only because I live a very fast-paced life, so I wanted to start the recovery and the healing, and I wanted to bounce back. And I'm sitting here with you 5 days post-op, and I feel amazing. So that's just a testament to how great you are.
When did you start to notice that the results are real?
3 days post-op, when I was doing my massage and I saw the definition already settling in, at least in my back. That's when I knew that the results are real, and I'm happy with them.
Was there anything specifically that you didn't want?
I just didn't want, no, I actually don't. There wasn't anything that I didn't want. What I didn't want was already addressed with the correction, so.
What exactly changed for you after surgery? Is it your confidence, the way you dress? What exactly?
I mean, I'm not there yet entirely when it comes to dressing and all that, but I would say, yes, it has fortified my confidence. And when I look at myself, I know I'm not gonna see the issues of, or the aftermath of my first surgery. So yeah, it does fortify my physical appearance and how I see myself. And another change was a physical change. My immediate family members were able to see a noticeable difference in my size just 24 hours after surgery. This is 5 days in, and I honestly can't wait to see what I'm gonna look like in just 1 month.
What made you realize that you made the right decision for your body?
Honestly, I made the best decision just by how my body responded immediately after surgery. I was worried with, post-op and my recovery, because I do have autoimmune disease, so my recovery would also be a little bit more intense than others. But the fact that I was able to bounce back so quickly and so comfortably, that's how I knew I made the right decision.
If a New York woman is watching this, or a woman from Tri-States, and she is torn between here and another clinic, what will you tell her?
Choose you always.
Why?
Because when it comes to safety, compliance, and just overall patient experience, I think you have it hands down better than most, because you genuinely enjoy what you do, and you can tell just by how you handle everything from the beginning to the end. So, you know, whatever you're gonna save on the front end, you're gonna have to pay on the back end for all of, like, you know, the extra massages if your surgeon's not doing his job properly. So whatever you think you might be saving, you're gonna pay anyway, so just pay it all up one shot. And it's evident that you care greatly about your patient's, you know, experience and safety. So this is why I would always vouch for you. You know, as they say, when you elect to do penny wise, dollar foolish, you have to pay for the price afterwards, and that's what I had to do in my case. And so this is why, in making this decision, I did not follow that. Anyone who is hesitant at all, obviously, first things first, understand your comfortability in terms of surgery. If you don't have any hesitations with surgery, you know, the experience was absolutely amazing, and you know, you can't go wrong with Dr. Elbayer. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today.